Okay, y'all. So this is part 2 of my linocut, right? I made an executive decision to get rid of that top part here. And I haven't tested this print yet, so let's get some paper first. Okay. So this is a tiny booklet that I made. So we got some paper. Got some paper. I'm just gonna stamp. Right? Okay, so stamp. That barely looks covered. You can see. Let me really get in there and massage it, right? That looks a lot better. Just gonna place it up here. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Okay, there's still some from the sides, but I think that honestly looks pretty good. So what we're doing here today is I'm actually going to stamp this on this clipboard. So I have this clipboard, right? And the idea is to like, how do we do this? Woo! Well, we got one shot, right? Some shady says something, right? You got one shot in 8 Mile, the whole thing. So I have one shot to get this on here perfectly. So we're gonna ink it up good. I'm gonna ink it up good. Ink it up good. Ink it up good. Goody, ink. Da 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 da. Okay. That look good. Okay. What is that thing? Like, I'm willing to accept things that I cannot change. Ah! That was so close. It landed face up. Thank God. But yes. So, say a prayer for me. I'm surrounded by some people that need prayer for me. Tell them keep me from that evil eye. From that evil eye. Do. Okay. Moment of truth. That looks really cool. And there are some little bits on here, but I think that if I move them, oh, and it's honestly okay. So I'm gonna bring it up to this camera here. But that like texture, So my idea was like zombie plant. Like that was the idea. So that's what we're going to do next, is do the little planty part. But then I also do have this one, right? Which this one I carve backwards, which means it's gonna do forwards, right? That's why when the thing is recorded, it's gonna do that. And so I could either put it like there. I kind of want it like right here. I feel like that would be cooler because it's like random shape. And also balance out the, like, this is the only thing that's gonna go on there that's black. I'm not using anything else on this piece that's gonna be black. And what am I making this for? Who knows? I could have brought it to work with me until I just put a naked lady on it. But I work in a Catholic school with children, so they won't let me put a naked lady on there. But everybody wants to look at naked Jesus on a crucifix. Throat chakras feeling very activated today. So we're just gonna let that simmer. Cool down, simmer. Cool down, please me. Alright. And I'm gonna do this, right? Now, here's the thing. Do I have palettes? Yes. Am I just gonna put paint directly onto the directly onto my drop cloth? Yes, because I can. I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one because I feel like this one is like similar tones, but I made these with different paints. Like I mixed different paints to get these variations, but I like kept the same paint going in a lot of it. And so yeah, and then I have the sparkly paint because I love sparkly paint. But let's get you down here with me. There we go. That's my face. That's my face. And this can see still, yeah. Okay. Wow! I figured it out, guys. So I am very silent when I paint, actually. So yeah. And because of YouTube, I'm not allowed to play music. Like, you can play it in headphones. Ooh. Now this is Lee from the future. Because literally I'd be so silent when I paint. Me talking something about the stamp. But yeah. So basically some of these things I'm saying don't even make sense. So I thought I could do a little voiceover thing about it. So yeah, the idea of trying to make, like, I was trying to figure out how to practice to make like the little Venus flytrap things. So I'm like practicing the technique if I should do it sideways or like the front, like the full front thing. I was like, I think that one looks best. So it's just easier. I don't have to think about as many things because I wanted this to come off cartoony, and the other ones felt like I would have to put a little bit more realism into it, and I was just like, we're not here for that right now. But yeah, and so just painting and randomly singing. But I really love like the Venus flytrap thing. I was going through it like a couple of years ago, and I decided I was gonna start writing a book, and it was all about like the Venus flytrap. And it was fiction. It was like poetry. None of that will ever see the light of day. I'll tell you about it, but that's just a teaser. But yeah, it was very deep, like thinking about like those things, like this is a plant and it's carnivorous, right? Like, what? This plant was carnivorous? That's crazy to think about. Oh my god, my friend was telling me, because we was talking about like eating meat and stuff like that. I was like, I don't like eating things with bones, right? And she was like, I know you were a carnivore in one of your past lives. And like, If I was a carnivore, I would have been one of these plants. That's the only way. And also, ew, I don't want to eat a bug. Ew. If there's a bug in my food, I'll eat it. That's a crazy statement to say. But I mean, like, I don't know. I be eating, like, fruits or vegetables. Sometimes there's a bug. Do I know that I ate the bug? No. Sometimes I do. And then I find out afterwards. And I'm like, Those little tiny flies and stuff, I'm like, man, extra protein in my lettuce. I be eating a whole head of lettuce, too. Everybody be calling me a rabbit. It's okay. But, like, the fact that these are, like, carnivorous plants, right? Like, we think of plants as, like, these, like, stagnant things, which is very, like, very not true. Like, they really much, like, they feed off of our energy, right? They feed off of our energy so much. And they are always moving, right? They're always moving. Think about, like, the way that the water flows through them and they absorb light. Like, they're doing so much all the time. And yeah, I just feel like imagine a plant that ate you up. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I was thinking about, like, the metaphors and the connotation of that, how that relates to life, you know, how that relates to sex. Everything comes back to sex, you know, on some 40 and shit. But yeah, no bullshit. That book is burnt somewhere. And if there's any Google Docs of it, they're deleted. But it's a great learning experience. That's really what I love about art. Is it's a great learning experience, regardless of you're learning like an actual physical technique or if just expressing gives you something new to learn, because you always know, right? Look what I'm saying. I know, and I know exactly where I'm going with this. So be carnivorous with me. Subscribe for part 3.